One of 3 people killed in Aurora over the weekend was 18-year-old Marisol Espindola. Her half-brother is now in jail accused of murder.
9 reporter Darius Johnson is following this story for us. And Darius, we're learning a lot more about Marisol from her family.
Yeah, she was only 18 and set to graduate from high school later this month, and her brother says that she was full of joy and their family has no bad memories with Marisol. Now they're confused and angry that this happened. 21-year-old Christopher Martinez is in custody after police say he blacked out from drinking, then stabbed and shot his mother, half-sister, and half-brother. Her father, Robert Espindola, is still trying to make sense of this tragedy. Marisol was his only daughter, and she would call him every night before bed to tell him she loved him. Her father says during her 18 years, she lived up to her name, Marisol. It stands for both the sea and the sun. He says that's what she brought to their family each and every day.
The sea and the sun, those are both powerful to me. The sun brightens up the day, and the sea is like powerful out there, part of our world. It's huge, and nothing can conquer it. Talk about a person that can brighten up the day. She most definitely can.
Martinez is expected to have his first court appearance tomorrow morning. Robert says he plans to be there and at every court hearing moving forward.
Such a sad story. All right, Darius, thank you for the update. This morning, 2 parents are no longer facing murder charges after their toddler died of fentanyl poisoning earlier this year.
A judge dismissed those charges just this week. A grand jury had indicted Alonzo Montoya and Nicole Casillas on first-degree murder charges back in September. An autopsy showed their 2-year-old daughter had meth and fentanyl in her system when she sadly died last January. And the amount of fentanyl in her system was 10 times the amount of fentanyl necessary to kill an adult. But on Sunday, a judge dropped the first-degree murder charges against the 2, saying there wasn't probable cause. They are still facing several other charges, including child abuse resulting in that death. And the district attorney says the 2 of them took part in a drug trafficking ring before, during, and after their daughter died.
Interracial and same-sex marriages now have a new layer of protection in the U.S. Yesterday, President Biden signed the Respect for Marriage Act into law. It's a step that he's calling historic.
A day America takes a vital step toward equality, toward liberty and justice, not just for some, but for everyone.
The law protects interracial and same-sex couples on a federal level and requires all states to honor out-of-state marriage licenses. This doesn't actually change anything right now, but it is considered a fail-safe that would go into effect if the Supreme Court rescinds the right to same-sex or interracial marriage. LGBTQ+ advocates from across the country were there when President Biden signed the bill.
One of those people is a leader from out Boulder County, and 9 News reporter Jaleesa Irizarry talked with Marty Moore about what this new law means to her.
History is virtually always at our fingertips.
It's beyond my wildest dream.
But for Marty Moore, today, it's just a few feet away.
And we're all here, and we're all excited to watch President Biden sign the Respect for Marriage Act.
Moore is the executive director of Out Boulder County, but on Tuesday, she was one of hundreds witnessing a moment decades in the making.
We have the opportunity to marry and to enjoy the over 1,400 rights that come with a marriage license.
President Joe Biden's signing of the Respect for Marriage Act will protect same-sex marriages if the U.S. Supreme Court decides to overturn its 2015 ruling, granting and recognizing same-sex marriage under the 14th Amendment. For Moore, it's a moment bridging another from 47 years ago, when Coloradan Clela Rorex, Moore's late friend, became the first county clerk to issue a same-sex marriage license.
I think Clela would say it took a long time to get to this day, and there's a lot more work to do.
When a person can be married in the morning and thrown out of a restaurant for being gay in the afternoon, this is still wrong. Wrong.
There still may be work to do, but today, Moore and hundreds of others will mark a historic victory.
We spend a lot of time fighting because we have to for rights, but on days today when you get to celebrate a win, there's nothing better.
Our Jaleesa Irizarry reporting 2 survivors of the Club Q shooting and one of the co-owners were in Washington for that as well. And it has been 3.5 weeks since the shooting left 5 people dead and dozens of others injured. Club Q co-owner Matthew Haynes says it was a bittersweet moment because he is still concerned about the members of Congress who voted against the protection. 169 lawmakers voted against the act, including Colorado Republicans Lauren Boebert, Ken Buck, and Doug Lamborn.
In essence, that 169, whereas they're not outwardly voicing hate, they are through their actions.
While they're in Washington, Haynes and 2 other Club Q survivors are planning to testify on how to combat the rise in anti-LGBTQ+ extremism.
Today marks 10 years since the shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown, Connecticut. 26 people were killed, including 20 kids. Today, there will be memorials and services happening in Newtown to honor the people who died. People who live there say this time of year always feels heavy and difficult, but this year feels different. Jenny Hubbard's daughter, Catherine, died in the shooting. Jenny says this year she's focusing a lot on reflection.
I have seen so many people that just have gotten outside of themselves to help me, and it has inspired me and has forced me to look at the person that I was and am now. It's changed me.
The way I'm going to cope with that is just making, through people, kind of making sure I'm staying close with my best friend, making sure when I come home for breaks that I meet up with old teachers.
Last month, a brand new memorial honoring the victims officially opened to the public in Newtown. Local leaders, survivors, and volunteers all worked together to create it.